Hi, friends, and welcome to ShotgunShay Plays. We're gonna continue playing where we almost left off. Sorry for the abrupt exit. Uh, my parked car got hit by a drunk driver, so just been working with the police and insurance to try to get, things handled. So I had to go quick and immediately. It's just better to get them when they're calling you than do the days of back and forth. So sorry. I know it's not professional, but this is for fun. So, I don't know. Give me some slack, you know? I'm sure trying to. It's hard. But we're gonna have to replay the drive a little bit. Hidden gems. While exploring Night City and the surrounding area, you may come across valuable characters. Okay. Well, let's go. Driving so much better and easier than it was before. Uh you can change to third party here. The stopping is better. Before it was stop on a dime, go on a dime. Now it's like accelerate. So oh shit! I mean, not shoot.
This is it. Come over
Trying
here.
not to curse.
Find me once Vic's done dusting your circuits.
Oh
We'll hash out
god.
what Dex has cooked up for us.
Okay, whatever, dude. Whoops. Really ran into those people. So before, when you would run into people like that, they would just die. And the cops would just kill you. They would just find you wherever you were and get you.
But you are not the masters of your memories, for your eyes do not belong to you, or rather, not only to you.
Excuse me?
Do you truly believe that those who have sold you your mechanical eyes have resisted the temptation to peek through them? Cameras are all around us, even when
Oh my god.
your joys, your worries, your life. For them, it is
Kinda
all
true,
mere
though.
spectacle.
Let's just say you're right. So what? Should I just gouge out my optics? Nah, thanks, but no thanks.
Area secure. You are beyond salvation, but not the children of the
Okay.
future. Life untainted by surgery of the sacrilege. We can yet save them. May the mothers shield their bodies. May the fathers instill their hatred for Chrome. But who are those who follow our every step, you ask? Why the titans of entertainment in Alpha Centauri?
I know that's a reference
In
to
their
something.
wretchedness, they placate their weary and oppressed masses by putting our laughter, our tears, on full display!
Oh my god.
Like in that show!
Quick, get next to him. I'll snap a still of you arresting him for revealing government secrets.
Girl, keeping
Open
it tight.
your
Nice.
mind before it
Wait,
is too
how old
late.
are you?
Jessica will like die when she sees this. Like, this is Max Nova. I just can't.
Hey, V.
I just
Dr.
can't.
Vector will see you now.
Hi, Thee.
I'll sit tight over here. Me and Misty got a little catching up to do.
Kissy kissy, you know.
You look pleased.
'Cause I am. Always. Makes for easier living. But we got a new job lined up from a big hitter at the afterlife.
Oh. Is it gonna be dangerous?
Don't you worry, mi amor. We're bulletproof.
She's looking at me. Oh my god. Ah. It's so interesting to see what the NPCs have to say because they've really bumped them up.
Let those with you listen.
Aw. I don't know how long we could pet the cat. I haven't restarted a character until the 1.5 update dropped. But I know you couldn't do that before. My little hairless man.
Vicky's, right?
Ripperdoc. Through a common practice, cyberware installation is still a dangerous and invasive procedure which can only be performed by qualified specialists, Ripperdocs. There are several Ripper docs operating throughout Night City who will offer a variety of different cyberware upgrades. Select your desired cybernetic from the list and enjoy your new
Ever,
abilities.
you old Ripper. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, V. It's been a while. What do I owe the pleasure today?
Last gig, had to jack into a client's neuro socket. Think I might have gotten spiked.
Experiencing migraines, nausea, hypersensitivity to bright lights?
Oh, kit and caboodle.
Who is shooting?
All right, kid. We'll sort you out in a flash. Besides that, how are things?
They're fine, sir. He's so handsome. God, that shooting is sure
V?
distracting.
Met a new fixer. Gave me a job. Name's Dexter Deshawn.
Known quantity from the afterlife. No denying you're moving up.
But something you're not telling me, Vic?
Keep your guard up, that's all. I've heard some things about Dex. He's not as chill as he makes himself out to be.
Need some new kit, but
I wonder
tools,
what things.
not toys, Vic. Time I bumped up my sights and got a grip.
Really? Now? Finally?
Vic, shit's getting real. Got a job from Dex Deshawn, hitting the major leagues. Need tech that can perform.
Sorry,
Hey,
it's
Dexter
vibrating my
Deshawn.
controller, so it makes me feel like.
That is something. But let me guess. Hasn't paid you yet.
I mean, no. I tried to get the money first once, and it's too hard. It's too hard.
Quit crying, Vic. I'll bring you the
I
Eddies
think
later with interest. You know I will.
if they kept how
You hear?
how Endgame is, they give you money once you beat the whole thing. You get to play again, blah blah blah. But
Chair,
wait, no,
please.
you don't. There's
Sit
no
down.
new game plus, so
Relax.
that wouldn't count. I'm just spitting theories, and I realized halfway through it was wrong. It's okay. God, it's so cool.
Hiroshi Optics. Best I've got, and should be
Ew.
about right under the circumstances.
Ew.
Now jack in.
I am so sorry. I didn't have time to pause it, but oh. I was gonna say, that reminds me of Dead Space 2 or 3 or whatever it is.
Vic, nothing tops that on the market.
You know what I mean.
Sounds like it could come in handy then.
Gave you my word I'd pay you back, but this might be too rich for my blood.
We'll work something out. Right now, I'm just out to make sure you get back in one piece. Eddie's in hand.
Alright, well, thanks, but you also put me in a weird position if I can't
You
get the
peruse and
money.
choose while I scan. See what's
Thanks,
going
dude.
on inside.
Cyberware. Cybernetic implants are mechanical replacements for organic parts of your body. They can give you human-like abilities, which can improve your combat compatibility and help you survive in hazardous conditions. Although a common practice in 2077, the installation of cyberware is still invasive and sometimes dangerous. Only specialties, blah blah blah. All right. For right now, this is really all we can afford. We don't have much money at all. Eventually, we are going to get a new operating system, though, because this is, and I didn't know this for a really long time. I think I skipped through way too many of the instructions, which is why I'm reading them to you now for your benefit. But we're going to need a way better base RAM. It also, if you can see, circle it. Might be too small for you guys to see, but it does say how much RAM it gives you, which is our spell slots, right? And then the buffer size. And buffer size does matter. It makes a huge difference bumping up from even 4 slots to 6. So just as a heads up. Heads up. That is one of the cybernetics we will be wanting first. I wish we could do legs. They give you legs for jumping later. You wouldn't think it makes a world of difference. I sure didn't think. till I got it. And then it surely did. Now, I am going to read this because part of what we're getting is we just got a scanner, and he'll explain that. I think he might explain the hands too, but the ballistic compressor. So, uh, coprocessor. Processor? Processor. Sometimes the words, my mouth says the words before my eyes make it to the end of the word necessarily. And sometimes my brain thinks it's fun to guess the end of the word before I get there. So sorry. Increases the chance of ricochet shots with power weapons. Directly links the user's optical implant with the weapon system, offering real-time data tracking. So, this is the one I usually just keep equipped because the ricocheting bullets I think they updated it since the last time I used it because they make a world of difference now. But they sure didn't before. I don't know why I'm looking. We can't afford
Mark
anything.
1, like I said. Decent enough scanner. Displays data on your cornea. Cherry on the top's a built-in external lens disruptor.
Imagine.
In layman's terms, any surveillance cam will capture your face as a blur. And just remember, your body will still show up as crystal clear.
Which is cool and does show up later.
This should do the trick. Talks to Kuroshi Tech, too.
I'm ready. Carve away.
Excellent. Let's do this.
Okay. I'm nervous now.
Lay that
Look at my
major
shoes.
league arm of yours right here.
Ugh.
So, what's new in the life of Victor Vector?
I'm not stalling.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, not much. And that's fine with me. I used to live in a world where all that mattered was who's who, what's what, and how's why.
And what happened?
One day, I just dropped it and never looked back. I'll never be a legend in this town, but been sleeping nights ever since.
I mean, kind of feels like that's the way to go, you know? I never noticed before, but I don't know that you guys can see it. It's
Gonna
kind of
keep me waiting all day?
because it's kind of small, but he has a little boxing charm,
Just like
little
that.
gold
Thanks.
mitt, boxer.
Now, a bit of anesthetic,
Puncher.
and I can start cutting.
Oh, that's what that
You want
is.
anything?
Anesthetic.
Play-by-play, though? Really, Doc? Makes you sound like a dentist. Always going on and on.
Don't be mean now. Remember, I'm old. I got a shaky Gannic hand. Could slip. Lights out for a minute, all right?
I have no doubt it would be on purpose if it did. Old or not. My cat stole another hairband.
Okay, let's
And
test this. See
some
the
more
magic in
pens.
action.
So I
Making
gotta
you
go
in.
check that out once we're done here.
You might feel a little discomfort at first.
Oh,
Fluorophysics,
weird.
low
That's us.
Contrast,
Huh.
glitches. Well, how's it look? Feel all right to you?
Seen more dramatic improvements before.
Patience, kid. Give it a minute.
Uh, I, I can turn off these tutorials that interrupt the touchscreens in settings, but for this playthrough, since we're kind of like going over everything, I'm gonna leave it up. Scanning people. So scanning people with your optical cyberware can provide you with a lot of useful information, such as how strong an enemy might be, who's in their crew, and what type of weapon they use. As a skilled netrunner, you can see a list of quick hacks which you can then use against your enemies, which we like.
Time for the scanner.
Oh, whoa. Weird. All right. Victor
Take you a
Vector.
few seconds to adjust. But first time's rarely the charm. With anything, really. Scanner should eventually sync with your thought processes and read your intentions.
That's kind of scary and cool.
I also injected an NCPD file search. Run into any ne'er-do-wells? You know exactly what they ne'er did well.
Database of wanted persons. A database of individuals with bounties assigned to them now is available to use. You can identify these wanted persons with your scanner. Since all are wanted, dead or alive, the methods you use to claim your reward is entirely up to you.
It ought to work like a charm. Now draw your weapon. You should see your ammo count in a brand new sight.
How about the neurovirus from the last job? Can you check it?
Done and gone while we were putting in your implant. And a full sweep on your soft and circuits. Zap the critter. You're certified bug-free.
Shit, Victor, not bad. I don't know what to say.
Say you'll take this and remember the dosage. 2 whiffs now, and another 2 in an hour.
What am I looking at?
A mild stim. Should boost neurotransmission in the short term and muffle some of the side effects while the implant takes.
Imagine how much pain
Best, Vic. I owe you.
you'd be in just like all the time having
Go
cyberware
on,
in.
kid. Show 'em what you're made of.
If you've ever
And
played.
once you hit the big leagues, don't forget where you came from.
Yes, sir, sir.
Who's winning?
Hernandez. You know, in the old days, that cripple Malone would have been flat on the boards. Now, every last fighter's got extra skull lining. Absorbs 75% of every blow.
Got cash writing on this?
Nah, just looking. It's out of habit more than anything else.
Miss it, don't you? How's biz going?
Can't complain. Corporals learn to keep their distance, and Sokka's back hiring lone mercs. They all gotta have the newest, shiniest implants.
Think you got Misty here to help. Handles your griping well.
Yeah, renting out her shop's the best decision I ever made.
Know what? Seems like you're the only person in Night City who's happy with his law.
You get to a certain age, you drop all your illusions. Life just gets easier from there.
From your lips to God's ears, sir. Okay. Oops. One last kitty scratch. Wait, where'd you go? Oh, hey, buddy. I know there's a way to get this guy, or a guy, a boy, if you will. And I don't know how to do it.
Your heart chakra looks a little out of whack, babe. I can release it for you, but you'd have to watch out for negative energy fields and avoid mean reds. Anything red.
His jacket lining's red.
V, yo, listen up. I talked to Dex while you were in with the doc. He's waiting in his ride. For you. Ain't but a hop to where he's parked. Next to Gramsci Burgers.
Okay. Do my best to talk us up.
Hey, girl. Chakra harmonization. 1 hour, $15, basically. 2 different incense. Oh, that's a lot. Class B connectors, glitch free. Misty specialty, €25. 2 hour advanced service. 4 core computing quality, long lasting experience. Crystal radiation, glitch free. That's kind of cool. That kind of looks like our tree. Anyway, our skill tree
How's biz,
in
Misty?
the
Booming?
pods menu.
You're the first person to walk in here for 2 days. And 2 days ago, it was a pizza guy. Got lost. People in this town, they've lost their spiritual connection.
So how do you
Oh
stay
well,
open?
you know, I'm here to serve them, not the other way around.
How can you afford that? Never mind. I don't want to know. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for coming. Okay, bye. God. Girl. Oh, she's wearing clothes.
I've got this delicate matter. That's why I
Nice.
called you. The number of cyber psycho attacks in the
Perfect
city is on the
moves.
rise. Now that's probably not news to you, but this issue matters to me for a few reasons.
Go into an invert. Oh, you're too high up.
Cyberpsychosis can be treated.
Right.
And I know exactly how that sounds, but I believe even an unproven therapy is still better than a bullet to the brain. If I get a tip about a possible attack, I'll give you a call. Maybe you can investigate before Max Tack hits the scene. But remember, you're not there to execute anybody. Try to incapacitate the attacker, and I'll send someone to pick him up. I hope that's all clear.
I'm like leaning all the way back. You guys can see it, my nose. Uh, it's just the screen's so high, and I feel like I have to be so close so you can see me. But I don't know. Anyway, impacting incapacitating enemies. So we skipped this, but there are various ways to incapacitate an enemy without killing them: non-lethal takedowns, non-lethal quick hacks, and non-lethal weapons. EMP grenade, some combat gadgets, and weapon mods that change damage to non-lethal. If a given weapon, combat gadget, or quick hack deals non-lethal damage, it will be mentioned in the description. If not, otherwise, assume it's lethal. So we won't be able to do that until we get a pretty good blunt weapon. Oh, hey girl. Sorry. Told me to stare. We won't be able to do that until we get a pretty good blunt weapon for cyber psychos. I was not aware of this. I killed everyone I came across. Because, it's hard to know the boundaries of a game until you run into them. So I wasn't sure what I could and couldn't do, and I killed a lot of them until I found out how to keep them alive. Because some missions you have to kill people, it's like in the mission, and then some missions you super don't. So I always like to keep a lethal weapon and a non-lethal weapon on me in my quick weapons, uh, just in case. Just in case, you never know when you're gonna run into a group or like whatever. Anyway, blunt weapons are my favorite for incapacitating, because it goes into street brawler, which in your body and stuff like that. In your, I guess I could open it, but I'm not going to. The It just helps, I think, with the way I like to play, which is using my fists later. It's just real satisfying sometimes to just punch someone so hard they die. And I don't think that's the real case in real life, but it's just, guys, it's a pleasure I didn't know that would be great. Okay, here is our quick fast travel. I mentioned before that they did upgrade the map. So part of that is not really on the fast travel, but fast travel, you can fast travel locations by placing your cursor on it and holding down A. Now they did change that. I know it sounds stupid, but before it was clicking A. Well, I'm on the, anyway, you just clicked it. Now you have to hold it down, and it like takes a minute. I could not go. I thought my controller was broken. I was like, why won't you teleport me? It was because I wasn't holding the right button. Read the instructions. Read the instructions, guys. I suggest even doing it on your stuff that sucks. Manuals, knowing how a coffee machine works and how you can do cool things with it, pretty cool. If you have the brain bandwidth, highly suggest. Okay. Map. So over on the left is how we can change our map. I think I went over it in a different video, so I'm not going to go over it right now. Paid in full. So that's the Ripper Doc, which we're not going to do right now. And side biz, which biz that won't make any major headlines, favors, straightforward tasks, and chance encounters. So this is just something we want to check out. I think, I don't know. Let's just go meet Dex. Run, 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 run. one of the other benefits of running around instead of driving around, is you can quick hack things. Hey, we're in a breach. So this is a mini game, pretty super easy. I think we've been over it before, but you start in the sequence. It brings you down, across, down, across. So I hit B, which brings me to this row, and then once I hit E, it would take me to the, or I mean column, which would take me to the row. And that's 75 easy points. And that only gave me 10. Sometimes gives you 100. I don't really know the difference of why it does certain things, but. Excuse me?
Yo, Miss V. A pleasure.
Dexter Deshawn in the flesh. Ample indeed.
Rude.
Let's roll.
Oh my god.
Mind
Hey.
if I ask you something right off the bangle? Would you
Tangle,
rather live
tangle?
in peace as Miss Nobody, die ripe, old, and smelling slightly of urine, or go down for all times in a blaze of glory, smelling near like posies, without seeing your 30th?
30th. That means V's under 30? Whoa. How they remember you still counts. Miss Nobodies don't survive Ninth City. Is this some sort of
Miss
test?
V?
I think the corpo would answer. Let's see.
You're either somebody or you fizzle out into nothing. Night City don't let you choose.
Oh, but it does. See, in my line of work, I choose to be Mr. Chill. But folk who try to take advantage, well, they see the beast inside.
I've heard about that
All
from
right,
others.
listen close. Scanning a serious job now. Playing gargantuan compared to smashing up a scav home.
He's rubbing it in my face. My mic cut out earlier, but I was trying to read the word gargantuan
Hello?
for so long. And I couldn't read it because I had never read it. I'd only heard the word. I was so upset. And this mother effer just throws it in like it's plain old as day. I bet he can spell it too. Rude!
Miss V?
Let me hear it. What's the job?
There's this prototype tech. A biochip to be precise. Job's to grab it. Simple.
Guessing it belongs to a corp?
Mm-hmm. Arasaka.
The biggest
Surely
corp.
that's no problem.
We used to work for Arasaka, actually.
No, no problem. Just a death sentence. NC's Arasaka's turf. Nobody fucks with them here.
What can I say, Miss V? High risk, high reward. First rule of the afterlife. Besides that, I'm no leadhead. Ain't gonna leave no trace for them to follow, cause we gonna do this clean and on the hush-hush. We understand each other?
You work this out? Got a plan?
Two things. First, a conundrum with the Maelstrom boys. Needs active resolving that. Second, a rendezvous. Simple. Client who brought us the job's anxious. She wants to parlay with one of the team.
What's the issue needs resolving with Maelstrom? Got a beef?
Slotting the shard. Got a classic tale for you. Psycho gang doing its thing 2 weeks back. Jumped a Militech convoy. Got away with the gear. Corp don't even know Maelstrom's involved. Now see, convoy was carrying the Flathead, a little combat bot, a prototype. And I need me that bit of high-grade military tech. Cause if we don't get that bot, we don't get no soccer chip. And we sure as hell don't get no happily ever after. But don't get excited. It's a single-use toy. Now, I flat out purchased the damn thing from Maelstrom. Problem is, I did so from a gent went by the name of Brick. I say when, cause Brick was the leader. 3 days after we'd sealed our deal, his friend and gangmate, one Simon Randall, aka Royce, plain dropped his ass. Royce is in charge now. and I got no way of knowing if he aims to honor his predecessor's word. To add to this shitstrom, one Meredith Stout of Militech has developed an interest in said convoy.
Strum.
Corpo agent. What's she playing at?
Hell if I know. Been skidding around town asking after the convoy as if her life depended on finding it. The one lead
Man.
she's got zip-tied in her trunk.
Sounds like she was waiting on the transport, got stood up. Monochrome in the back's probably her chief suspect. Got nothing from him or on him, so she's keeping him just in case. But she needs to find the stolen gear before her bosses learn she fucked up.
Well, Miss V, that is some impressive deduction. Naturally, use that intel as you please. Preferably well. Of course, to do so, you'll need that frazzled cat's info. Sending it now.
Client. What's her thing? Why she need to meet?
Woman's name's Evelyn Parker. Vetting her wasn't easy. Put the word out I was looking for any kind of intel.
Right, and?
Some brothers from Pacifica got back to me. Told me to stop looking. End of convo. Anyway, our little client insisted on meeting someone with skin in the game. You know, who'll be there for it all. Yours truly will be remote. T-Bug ain't no people person, and Jaggy's only good at some things. I know you know what I mean. Pretty much leaves you.
I know what you mean. I don't know
Think
what
I
it
got
means.
everything. Time I got to work.
Well, that's just music to my ears. I'll set up the meet with Miss Parker at Lizzie's bar. Flathead, though's gonna be all you. One more thing, Miss V. Quiet life or blaze of glory? Later now.
Okay. Woo woo! Street cred. We leveled up. So one of the things that I did not realize in this game is that, much like Witcher 3, if you play out the storyline to a certain point, there are different acts. And it's actually just better to play the storyline up to the beginning or end of that act. And then you're upgraded so much more to be able to handle a lot of the side quests and other things. I did so many side quests. I did so much hardcore, like, mining basically as a merc, and it didn't get me near as far as quickly as just playing the game and then doing everything I wanted to once I had kind of played up to a certain point. So that's how we were going to play it. But anyway, street cred. Performing certain actions will reward you with street cred. Build your street cred to make a name for yourself in the Night City underworld. Doing so will open up new opportunities, such as gigs, gear, weapons, blah blah.
Jackster, talk to Dex.
Yeah, Gordito's a big deal.
So sorry. They just hit that guy. But the guy walked into the car and went, oh! Insurance fraud. I just witnessed it.
Hey, you with me, chica?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Guy certainly knows how to protect his biz. Wants to put us on a few small kinks. Prep work, I guess. Before lining us up a big job. There's this combat bot military prototype. Maelstrom clept it, then Dex paid to take it off their hands just before the Gangoons had a switch up in management.
Right, heard about that. Royce versus Brick. Hostile takeover.
About sums it up. Dex wants us talking to Royce. Gave the deeds of some Militech agent too, but don't know how much help she stands to be.
Chingon.
Then there's the other thing. Gotta meet the client who put the job on the table, Evelyn Parker.
You? Well, what's Dex gonna do? Ride around in his limo, chat chicks up on the hollow?
Parker wants to meet someone on the crew. Dex gave me the nod.
He must know what he's doing. So, how you want to play this? Maelstrom or Parker? What's first?
Girl, you're looking a little predatory there.
Yes?
But
What's up?
I also appreciate the power move. Sorry, I don't mean to watch you guys. No, he's saying no.
You're weirding me out, V.
Sorry.
I say we knock on Maelstrom's door first. Pound, actually.
Orale. In that case, I'll hit the All Foods, put my nose to the ground, sniff around. Hasta luego.
I didn't mean to do that first. We're actually going to go see Evelyn Parker first because it's easier. We don't have to fight quite as much.
T-Bug sent me. Said you'd have something for me.
You're V, right? She had me hold the demon for you. It should work on any 3rd gen deck.
Got a Militech Paraline. Think it'll do.
Solid gear. For a beginner.
Brag and lobbied back.
Okay. Glad to grab a demon always.
You could test it now. I have an access point. If you'd like, that is. You might extract some shimsoft or subroutines. Seems worth a try, either way.
So, ping is great, but the access points are what we'll breach. Sounds a little dirty, but whatever. In order to get more money and also some components for upgrading. So, equipping quick hacks in your cyber deck. Your cyber deck has a limited capacity for quick hacks, like their spells. But you are free to swap out which ones you've installed on it whenever you wish. To do so, go to your inventory. Okay, inventory. Oops, that's not inventory. Cyberware. So there's a couple of ways we can get to this, but this is the operating system. So installing a quick hack on your cyber deck. We only have 2 spaces for mods right now. And we are going to get rid of reboot optics. And we're going to keep short circuit. Short circuit's great. I love short circuit. Okay. So we're going to breach every chance we get. So we get, more upgrades. Sorry. My cat chased a toy under my foot. It scared me. And we're going to end this video soon. Soonish. Okay, here we go. We're also... I never knew this, by the way. So rude to not know. You can go up to cameras even after you turn them off with a quick hack. And you shut it down there. It gives you engineering points and you get components. Unbelievable. Access points are your way into local networks, allowing you to gather valuable data that may yield rewards in some parts of the game. So if you see up at the very top, we have the buffer that is the size 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's probably what everybody starts with. And we also have time remaining. So it is timed once we hit it. If I scroll over these, it does light up where those numbers are. So that does make it a little easier. But we are going to do, sometimes you have to pick ones that aren't in the thing you need to get to the right positioning that you want to be in. If that makes sense. Okay. We are going to meet with Meredith Stout first. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Oh, up to the top right, status effects. So our effect for sleeping is gone now, but the status effect for taking a shower is still there. So it says refresh allows you to regenerate health during combat. If you possess the regeneration perk, which we do, we did get that when we upgraded. During combat, this increases health regain rate by 20% and your regain threshold by 20%. So you can only gain, regenerate a certain amount of your HP points while in combat. 60%, 80%, whatever. Same thing with outside of combat without using medical aid. So that helps us just in general with our health. Sleeping gives us XP boost, which we want, we love, we want early, we want all the time. So I think I'm going to stop it here. It's kind of long enough. Just so I can check everything, make sure it all recorded like it should, blah, blah, boring stuff. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for playing. Next time we will probably go through a bunch of stuff. I don't know that we'll upgrade our character yet, but we'll read our texts. We'll move forward with our missions, and I'm glad you guys came and hang out with me. Thanks for hanging. Have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, night, wherever you are, and I'll see you guys next time.